Hello, good morning, everyone. Today we're going to talk about RIZAL'S life values, his perpetual legacy. On December 30, 1896, our great Jose Rizal was sentenced to death by a firing squad at Bagumbayan, now called Luneta Park. Died at the age of 35, Jose Rizal's legacy are perpetuated deeply in our hearts and minds. Today, the wilderness of his teaching and the sincerity of his experience had made his greatness, the credibility of his concepts, and inspiring directives for the Filipinos to stand for the right. It is utmost offering to humanity. Throughout his life, Rizal showcased the virtues and values of being a Filipino. Love of God. During his childhood years, Rizal Dolmetidoro taught him basic prayers and Latin. The family Mercado was devout Catholic. When his sister Olympia died after childbirth, Rizal remarked that they put and grasped everything in the will of God. Next is nationalism and patriotism. Due to his great admiration for the country, his ideas and philosophies encouraged so many others to always show and manifest their desire for sustainable nation building. Next is the courage. His moral courage to do only what is best for the Filipinos and securing the welfare of the citizens in order to keep their trust and love for the nation, worth emulating especially for our leaders for today. Honesty. He was honest to the extent that he never tolerated such unrightful action that would cause danger to the integrity of other Filipinos who were longing for independence. Noble conduct. This purity of thoughts and clean behavior enable Rizal to have a clean conscience and upright thinking. Next is love of Philemon. He reminded everyone who have lost the spirit of helping others. Next is the self-sacrifice. He offered great effort to secure the welfare of the country of his fellow men. Self-denial implies self-sacrifice, love, and humility. Next is fortitude or perseverance. It means he conditioned the strength of his mind in enduring or meeting pain. Fortitude in any undertaking requires faith and hope. Next is love of parents. He is so fond of his father, even recalling him as a model of all fathers, and his mother being so devout and diligent. She is also regarded by Sarisol as remarkable woman. His concern over their sacrifices and his thoughtfulness are worth emulating. Next is charity. It is the greatest of all virtues because it inclines everyone to love God above all things for his own sake and our neighbors for the sake of God. Charity is a value that entails self-giving, sharing what you have others. Next is love of country. His sacrifices are his greatest manifestations of the fullness of his pag-ibig sa tinubuang lupa. Devotion to truth, admired by many because of his values. He continued to seek for what is right and look for solution for the country's enduring problems. This value is what our leaders today should have. Next is the serenity, results regarded for the tranquility of spirit, physical and moral repose, and willingness is never timelier than today. The next one is the self-directions. Jose Rizal never toned down himself to help our country. He proved himself in his initiatives to help his fellow men to learn and educate themselves, especially on how to stand and be conscious of what was happening in our country. The next one is so important. It is called self control. This is the reason why we must take great care in presenting only good ideas to the world. The result showed much self control in his lifetime. Okay, the next one is courtesy and politeness. Courtesy is a graceful of considerate behavior toward others. It demands attention, politeness, and refinement. Politeness is a quality of being well bred. Sarisol possessed these values as he has manifested them during his education years. Next is gratitude. He was grateful to his family, friends, and comrades for the time shared. Gratitude is a value for all the blessings received from our God. Next is love for justice. A man with a good conscience finds joy in being just in Jose Rizal's time. He sought for justice, particularly for his family and for his countrymen. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for listening.